In the last episode, we found this handy-dandy treasure map. Let's see if we hit the jackpot. Well, that didn't take long. Looks like our treasure is just over here. Let's go ahead, we'll get our shovel out. I think we need to dig right about here. Oh geez, I am not a good treasure hunter. Do not sign me up for the pirate life. Really? It was that easy? Alright. Did we win big or did we lose out? Ooh! I'd say we won. Maybe the pirate life is for me. Alrighty, now that we are back from our treasure hunt, we need to get down to business. And there are several things we need to do today. Today I'd like to turn this ocean monument into a guardian farm. That is gonna take a lot of work. We are gonna have to drain the area behind me around the ocean monument. Then we're gonna have to actually build the farm. But first, what I would like to do is I would like to make a safe path through the nether to get us from this monument to my base, just so we can have an easier way to run supplies. Currently, it is about a 3,000 block flight from here to my base, and you know, it only takes me about 3 minutes, but I get lost easy. We use a lot of rockets. It takes some elytra durability away. So before we get started on the actual farm, let's make ourselves a safe, quick path through the nether to my base. Quick update. I have now carved a path through the nether. Let me show you. We have all kinds of sights to take in. We have this crimson forest, lots of tunnels, even more tunnels, and then we open up into this area. Oh geez, that could have been bad. And then our path merges into the nether portal to the stronghold, which is our end portal. I've already taken the liberty of building some paths through here using deep slate, since that is hard to blow up. And then we are finally arriving at the main nether base, which honestly someday I need to update this. It's ugly, but I do plan on moving my nether portal, as I've mentioned in previous episodes. So yeah, that's gonna have to wait. But I'm gonna grab some more supplies, mainly deep slate, and I'm gonna finish up this path, and then I'll bring you back when it is done and we are safe and sound. Alrighty, I think I've done it. I think I have a safe path through the nether. Let me show you. We'll exit out of my nether hub and check out all of this deep slate. And again, I built in deep slate just because I figured it would be gas proof. You know, they're always shooting those fireballs and blowing stuff up, so I wanted my path to be able to survive any kind of attack from those pesky ghasts. So as we go down here, you'll see some arches decorated in more deep slate, but with some gold as well. Again, this isn't the final nether path design. This is just something to get me through. This is the final stretch to my ocean monument and what will be my guardian farm. Take you through here. We can actually fly through this tunnel. I've lit it up pretty good, so I'm hoping there's not a lot of spawns, and then I've also added railing to kind of prevent the hoglins from getting in. I was having some issues with some hoglins climbing the trees and getting on my path, and those guys were wrecking me, so I'm hoping these guardrails help out. We'll see. We will see. Then we will continue on to the home stretch, and what is now the portal to the future guardian farm, which I have decorated. And then this will take us to our guardian farm. And there is a nice, beautiful sunset over the ocean monument. And while I admire this sunset, let's hop into a quick time lapse and let's build a perimeter around this ocean monument. And for those curious, this circle has a diameter of 82 blocks. So from the center 4, I just went out 40 blocks on each side. Then I threw up some glass real quick just to divide the ocean from the monument. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a beautiful perimeter, if I do say so myself. We are off to a great start. So my vision for this guardian farm area is to kind of turn this into like a reverse fishbowl, where the water's on the outside of the fishbowl and we can look in from inside of the fishbowl, and we can see all of the sea life around us while we harvest our guardians and get our prismarine. Let me show you what I've done so far. So as you can see, I have added in the black concrete topper here, which kind of emulates the top of a fish tank. If you ever owned one, you would know what that looks like. I have started to add the glass for the aquarium. Now, I still need to mine out this entire area here, That way we can take the glass all the way down to the bottom here to match the same level as the ocean monument. Let me get down here. So yeah, we need to bring the glass all the way down here, which means a lot of mining for me. I'm thinking it'll probably be easier if I dry out this ocean monument first. So that means I'm gonna have to get some sand, get some more sponges, and then just slowly just chip away at all this water and try to drain it all the way down to the surface. So I'm gonna go get some sand, we'll work on draining out the monument, and then we'll bring the glass down to the ground level. Oh boy, I've got a lot of work ahead of me, don't I? Oh well, it'll be quick for you. So I went to the nearest beach to get some sand, since apparently deserts in this world are scarce. What's the deal with that? Seriously. Then it was back to the monument, where I crafted this handy-dandy little machine that I made a short explaining how to make. And from there, my sand-pushing journey began. And oh boy, what a journey it was. I would say I spent somewhere between 5 to 10 hours pushing sand, probably closer to 10. But it was worth it because we got this sweet little grid built. With our grid in place, I grabbed some sponges and started draining out the water slowly. After clearing out a few squares, I went ahead and removed the sand. That way I could get my scaffolding back and clear out some space just to see some progress, because I needed any little victory I could get to keep going on this project. Looking back at replay mod, I'm already about 16 hours into this project. But we persevered and we finally cleared out all of the water from the monument. With all that out of the way, now I just needed to mine out the whole area. The dirt, the sand, and yes, even the ocean monument. It all had to go. Which is a shame because this ocean monument is pretty cool looking, but I think these blocks can go to better use. So let's bring this mother down. Now we're really starting to see some progress. Look at all that space. We have so much room for activities. So now that I have my fish bowl, I want to add a nice little floor at the bottom, just to make it look clean. I'm also using Prismarine to outline the area where the monument was. That'll be important later. Wow. It's been like 2 weeks since I built the perimeter, but here we are. My largest project ever. Oh my gosh. And just in case you're curious, here are all of the blocks that I harvested out of this area. And I also have all of these shulker boxes, which are full of resources. Like literally thousands of blocks. It's absolutely crazy. However, I did take some of the sand and I did make the slabs that you see down there. And obviously I used some of the Prismarine too. So there are blocks down there too. We are like halfway done. Now I need to actually build this Guardian farm, not to mention decorate it. And once again, I'm taking a page out of Pixlriffs' book, and I am going to reference his Survival Guide Season 2, and I will borrow from the basic functionality from his farm, but I will take some creative liberties with the tank design. So let's go ahead and hop into a time lapse and let's finish this project. Holy cow. Finally, after a couple of weeks of hard work, the Guardian farm is done. And not a moment too soon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure how much longer I could have kept going. But it's all been worth it. My 3 fish tanks are producing Guardians hand over fist. Check it out, look at all those little guys back there. Let's go ahead and check out the kill chamber as well and see how that's filling up. And look at that, look at all of those juicy Guardians ripe for the harvesting. And let's check out all of the sweet drops we are getting from this farm. Not too bad considering I haven't been working this farm too much. If you haven't checked out Pixlriffs' survival guide, specifically the episode on ocean monuments, here's a quick breakdown of how the farm works. Starting with the basic logistics of the Guardian farm, Guardians spawn within the footprint of the ocean monument. That's why I've built the tanks right here. So, Fishy spawns in tank is full of bubble columns pushing Fishy to the top. The signs hold a separate water stream above the tank pushing the fishies to the water channels. I've added ice throughout the channels in hope it maintains the fishies' forward momentum, and it seems to do that. So, channels lead to pit and kill chamber, fishy go bye-bye, good times! Now, I still need to decorate the farm and the whole surrounding area, really. I'd also like to add a couple beacons for regen and resistance effects, just to combat the thorns effect I receive when I strike the Guardians. But you know what? That's future Billy's problem, and we'll leave that for another episode. I think this is a great place to call it for today. Though we've spent most of the episode in the ocean, this project has been weeks in the making, so thank you so much for your patience while I've worked on this farm. Now, if you enjoyed this episode and you haven't already, please consider leaving a like and clicking that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. But with that, thank you so much. I've been BillyRantz, you've been amazing, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye!